Let's unbox and review the Womier RD75. If at any point during the video you want to check out this exact same keyboard, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. But let's get into this right away. Let's go for the accessory box first. Pretty standard unboxing experience, nothing super premium or anything like that, but for the price point, I don't expect that. I expect them to spend most of the money on the keyboard itself, which, well, it looks like that's what they're doing. Look at these funny little things. They're rubber. Let's get these out. These look like they're gonna be maybe like a sort of gasket mount, or look at how funny those little things are. They look like little rubber duckies, same color, but they're like a stiff rubber. Very interesting. Now this keyboard has something very, very special, and it's not the switches, although these might be special, but it's that you can quickly disassemble this and modify it in like 2 milliseconds. So these are the switches, they're great. They have like an RGB thingy there, like the little reflector thingy, which is cool. Ooh, they feel very smooth. And it's got a full travel distance, 4 millimeters probably. They're 5 pins. Yeah, I mean, they really feel very smooth. Standard USB Type-C cable, and then you get a switch and keycap puller. Let's get to the keyboard itself though. All right, you have a pretty decent dust cover, which is cool. Right away, it's obviously all aluminum, and check this out right here. That actually is cut out, machined out, but those, looks like it's gonna be RGB. I'm almost certain that's gonna be RGB. Also, I can look back here and see the awesome plate. This is like a bronze plate back here that looks like it's also painted. Looks really cool. On the back here, we've got this, which pulls out, and that's our freaking USB dongle. That is sweet. You also have a screw there, but this is magnetic, so you can literally just go boop, and it comes out. Now, let's see if that'll like drop if you're traveling with this and, wait. Yeah, I don't know why you would travel with an aluminum keyboard, but I would still want to test it. So if we just go boom, boom. Nope, it's good. What about if we hit it against the desk? Okay, if you hit it against the desk, it falls out, but this still gets points because it's stuck on there. It came out and it's still stuck on there, so that's really cool. Super strong magnets back there, wow. You got the logo right there, all aluminum on the bottom, and it looks like there's a place where you could put insert there for some sort of metal. Maybe that's an extra. Don't believe it was in the box. But with that, let's get to the coolest part of this. Also, obviously nice and heavy, but let's get to the coolest part. That's its quick disassembly. All I'm gonna do is just pull up right here. I'm gonna try to pull straight up. Oh my God, guys. Are you freaking kidding me? You can see the magnets there, how they actually like pop in. So I think those are magnets, but they also have kind of like nubs on them. But that was not very much force at all, but it was also like, it's not gonna come off randomly. Like it's definitely very strong and sturdy. This is all one piece of obviously machined aluminum. You see you have that RGB element there. You can take it out. It looks really, really cool. But then, guys, oh my God, and you can see all the RGB elements there for that little thing. We have gaskets here, so it is gasket mounted. It looks like, are you kidding me? Guys, there's no wire here. It has a freaking magnet there to feed power from the dang battery so you can easily, quickly take this out. Are you kidding me? Check it out. That's your little connection point. We're gonna take this foam out. That's your connection point, and you see how it like is able to move around a bit so it'll find itself. You also have a sheet of plastic over this whole part, so there's a piece of plastic over there. Dual 4,000 milliamp hour battery, so this is gonna have battery life for days. It's also really cool. You can see the daughter board there. USB-C right in the middle. Okay, but we gotta continue on with this because this is insane. So we can see these little pieces of rubber sit there. These are the magnets, and you can see these magnets push in and out, and that's what kind of locks it in, but it's also magnetized so, so good. Then here you can see we have the gaskets right here. These are rubber gaskets. And then on the side, we have a little bit more like rubber there, but you can see, so when this goes back on, this piece, those two magnets are gonna magnetize down here, and it's in. That's freaking so good, guys. What the heck? And so I actually took out the dampening. The coolest part about this, guys, you could just play around with this, take in and out your dampening all day long, modify something. You're literally in 2 seconds. Watch this, check this out. And it's back together. We're gonna time you on how quick you can disassemble it. Stopwatch up, 3, 2, go. Are you kidding me? That's absolutely amazing. I obviously popped the switch off because I wasn't being super careful, but oh my God. Now we're gonna reassemble it. Stopwatch, 3, 2, 1. What the heck, guys? That is the coolest thing ever. This may be one of my favorite keyboards of all time just because of that. I love that, guys. If you're trying to learn on how to modify a keyboard, this is amazing because literally you can go, oh, I want to do a different kind of case dampening. Okay, take it out, put a new one in. And then you can literally take in and out all different types of case dampening in literally less than 20 seconds. I'm in love. I think it's amazing. All right, but let's get to the keyboard itself. We're gonna figure out how to turn it on, put everything back together. I love the way it snaps back in. It's so solid. Now, how much does this weigh? Let's see. This comes in at 1,668 grams. That's nice and sturdy. And guys, I also wanna say, with that quick snap on, snap off, it is still like, there's no shaking, it is solid. The other thing is, little details here. They could have just made this square, but no, they made a small little line there that just looks elegant. I also love this curve here. It's just a really good looking keyboard without doing anything too crazy. All right, so this is a very strange thing and you have to rely on its standby mode, but check this out. To turn it on or off, this is a little bit weird. You take off that keycap and there is your on and off switch. That is funky. The other thing I'm noticing is, look at that LED. Why is there an LED right in there? That's very strange. But let's turn it on. Check out this logo, super bright RGB. Look at that. Especially this logo is super bright and I'm in love with it. I think that makes it look so classy. Also, as you can see here, we have south-facing LEDs. So that is a little funny that it's below the caps lock, but I guess you rely on the standby mode. It makes sense. Let's check out the keycaps. Firstly, the printing here is really, really crisp. Like the lines are crisp, they're not fuzzy. That looks great. There is definitely some inconsistencies. You can see up here with like the 10 versus the 11. The 10 is like not bold enough. The 11 is normal. There's more inconsistencies like at the 7. The placement of where the letters are seems to be pretty dang decent without any crazy inconsistencies. And again, the crisp lines. Let's see how thick they are though. Yeah, decently thick. They're not the thickest I've seen, but this also does make it seem like they're thinner because the inside is black. So they end actually there. So they're actually decently thick. I do like their cherry profile, but the switches is the interesting thing. So the switches in the box were these switches, which are great. Now they're both 5-pin. They look like basically the same switch. Dustproof stem. These switches are heavier than these. I'm not sure why they gave us different switches. Maybe that was an accident or maybe that's like a different, I don't know, I'm not sure. But maybe this is for the stabilizer because they're heavier. Okay, I'm stupid, I don't know why I should have known that. Those are so you can swap them into these stabilizers if you want a heavier switch for, that makes sense, okay, yeah. But then we can come in here, we can see the bronze plate looks so cool. You also have dampening between the plate and the PCB as well as a switch dampening pad. And then obviously you saw the foam in the case itself with the plastic over it. But the switches, they're very tight in the board, so basically no stem wobble. It's very, very tight. They do have a little bit of scratchiness to them, but it's not gritty. It's very, very fine. Oh, the sound, guys. Oh, the sound. And the feel is good. They're not super hyper smooth. They do have, again, not grittiness, but it's just not like perfectly smooth. Again, by no means are these bad switches. I actually really like them. And it's got a really strong rebound, which I think feels great. But let's actually check to see if this will move more if we take out the case dampening. Definitely moves more now. So if you take out this foam, then obviously, well, it'll move more. But yeah, I like the switches. They're not my favorite in the world, but I think for the price point, it's a no freaking brainer. There's so much value here, especially for modders. Like, guys, I'm really in love with this keyboard. I think it is absolutely phenomenal. All right, let's check out the stabilizers. Solid as heck, and I love the sound. The feel is great as well. I'm really impressed. These are perfectly tuned. And the feeling is awesome. I love the sound of this. You guys know I'm creamy, whatever, you can call it boring. I love the creamy sound. That's what this sounds like. We're gonna do a sound test. Let's do it. Oh yeah, guys, I like this keyboard a lot. Now let's take out the case dampening, see how it sounds. With that, you almost get resonance. Like it needs some sort of case dampening. You can hear like resonance of the sound bouncing. And that's probably actually, now that I think of it, that's probably due to the plastic reflecting more than just this. But I'm gonna put it back in because I think it sounds honestly excellent. But this would be so much fun to play around with tape mods or whatever you guys wanna do. You can do it instantaneously. It's amazing. For the price, this is unbelievable. This is so cheap for what it is. The fact that all of the design went into this, the fact it's aluminum, it's got good switches, it's got great keycaps, and really good RGB, for this price is absolutely wild while being able to be split in half in literally 2 seconds. Do I recommend this keyboard? Maybe more than any other keyboard in this price point, especially if you're into modding. It's great as a pre-built, but the fact you can Oh my gosh, awesome. Again, guys, you wanna check it out, there are Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. This is one of my favorite keyboards under 150 bucks of all time. This is freaking awesome. This is Consumer Tech Review High Speed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.